Hi, this is Val Johnson. Welcome to the Interludes Extra. And this is the YouTube channel of our podcast, Interludes. Check us out and enjoy. I believe we are live, Michael.
Live podcast. It's here with Interludes, coming to you from the south side of Chicago's with your favorite host, Interludes with Valarie Johnson. This is our very special episode in preview of the very big two TV watching events for you over this weekend. The first I'll mention briefly, that is the Big Tina documentary on HBO Max, which you probably know who Tina Turner is. You can watch it, enjoy it. I know we will. And then there's an award show. Reason to say cheers.
Yes.
An award show.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers. I got a water bottle. That's what I got.
And I have a beautiful flute.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful.
And it's still bubbly.
Gosh.
Yes, because it's 5 o'clock Central Time.
And it's 5 o'clock somewhere else too. We don't know.
That's right. Well, it's almost 4 in the West. So okay. All right.
The exciting thing is that the 52nd annual NAACP Image Awards will be airing this Saturday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central on BET. And this is the awards that matters because they honor people that look a lot like us. Just to be honest.
On BET and CBS. That's right.
So
for those of y'all that still haven't figured out where BET is or where it got moved to, it's on CBS. So find the nearest old person you know and ask them to turn to the station where they watch the NCIS or the home of the FBI, the 10 FBI shows or whatever it is, and 60 Minutes. And then you'll see Black people who aren't Queen Latifah on CBS.
Pretty much. Who do you know who the host is going to be for the live or for the show that's taped on Saturday? I think it's live. I'm not sure. I think it's live.
Yeah, I think there was a cadre of hosts, as they say, as in not really one. There's a bunch of people it's getting handed off to. Who could that include? I don't know exactly. So it'll be a bunch of different people, as I mentioned.
In these Corona times, it's just varying. It's just varying, and I'm glad that they're still having the award show because some things have been canceled, some things have been remixed in a bit, and there have been some.
I blame Kevin Hart.
I think
this is the Kevin Hart effect. This is the Kevin Hart effect, I believe.
The Kevin Hart effect. Okay.
Yes.
What's that effect?
That is the I'm gonna host the show. Oh, you're too toxic to host this show. Okay, well, we won't have a host. And so a bunch of shows have gone without hosts, or they've just had their hosts used very sparingly. Even I think it was the Emmys where you had and the Golden Globes where you had hosts on 2 different coasts. Trevor Noah seemed to kind of bring it for the Grammys, but a lot of these shows are going, as you said, either hostless or having it be a team of rivals going up there doing the duty.
So I believe during this broadcast, it'll probably be about anywhere from 2.5 hours, if that long.
2 hours.
About 2 hours. I think they're only going to cover
equalizer on CBS right after. It's like CBS, we got Black people, we got Queen Latifah, and that's it.
I think that they're only going to have anywhere from 10 to 15 actual awarded things on television. But what they have done since I think the 22nd, earlier in the week, they have been awarding things that have been off screen. Which ones that you want? Just it's dropping here and there. Which ones that you want to cover? Entertainer of the Year, Which one?
We'll get to those. Those are the ones that are still yet to be awarded. They're going to be
Okay.
awarded on the show. There've been
Okay.
some writing awards that were secured. President Obama already has his award, so he's good. Although
And I was
Michelle will be there. Michelle is scheduled to be there as a presenter, so maybe we'll see some Barack on
and
TV.
and and speaking of Trevor Noah, I believe he won for a host in a talk, or he won for best talk show host
Yeah,
already.
but that's not
So,
the big award. He's up for one of the big awards of the evening.
mhm.
So let's go to that right now. Special awards.
Okay.
So for the 52nd annual NAACP Awards,
Mhm.
in the category of Entertainer of the Year, you have the aforementioned Trevor Noah,
Mhm.
host of the
The
Daily
Daily
Show,
Show
or as it's as it's been renamed like so many different names for shows because of Corona.
Work
You
from home
get Trevor in that little corner of his apartment in New
office.
York. Yeah, yeah. As the older people like to tell me, when will that boy ever comb his hair? I don't know.
I know.
I don't think ever. I think that's part of his look, guys.
He is
Okay, he's
truly
adapted a.
he is truly South African. We love
He's
that about, because his hair was big for coming to America too as well. Remember? Did you see that? He had
Yeah,
big
he's
hair for
adapted a
that too.
post-COVID look, and I think his post-COVID look is very effective. And
I love it.
if you ever get deep into Trevor Noah, he's also an author of Born a Crime, which is an
Mhm.
excellent book about his life
Mhm.
story, which will
Mhm.
turn into a movie very shortly. Big all-star cast movie too, no
Yeah.
doubt. So you got Trevor
Including.
Noah, who's no
Yep.
slouch. Then you
Mhm.
have this woman named Viola Davis,
Viola Davis.
also
You
up
know
for
her name.
Entertainer of the Year.
You
Also
know
up
her
for
name.
Entertainment.
You know
Yes,
her
say her
name.
name, Viola.
Say her
Yes,
name. Thank
for
you.
sure. She is up for Entertainer of the Year. She's not the only woman up for this in this
Mhm.
category. There's also a king in this category,
A king.
Regina King. Regina
There you
King.
go.
Regina King
Regina.
of the movie that she directed. You someone should tell the Oscars. She actually directed a movie last year. It's called
Shocking.
yeah, it's called
Shocking.
One Night in Miami. It didn't direct itself. She directed it. So she's up for Entertainer of the Year. Uh,
Wonderful.
you got
Wonderful.
this gentleman named Tyler Perry, who's been instrumental in movies and
Mhm.
TV and the like. And just to mention, why we say Entertainer of the Year with Tyler Perry is it because he has like 20 shows on BET Plus right now?
Pretty
No,
much.
no, not only that.
Don't let only
Uh,
that.
not only that, Tyler Perry was quite instrumental in bringing back and returning shows, TV shows, films to shoot. He pretty much laid out the blueprint of how you work post COVID. He did that on one of
Oh
his many
yeah.
anonymous shows on
Mhm.
BET, and he began
Yeah.
to film. And then people said, "Oh, is this how you do it?" And because he
Yes.
owns his own studio, anybody in
Studio.
Atlanta knows the exit. So he owns his own studio. He's able to kind of do that. And once he did it, the rest of the motion picture in his industry, to the
Followed suit.
West, yes, they had a blueprint of
Oh.
how to do it.
Mhm.
So
Right.
you could see, that's how we got wonderful people, making TV shows and movies that you see now that are new. That's how we got to the wonderful Tom Cruise rant, abroad, because you could do it. He figured it out. So
Yeah.
he is, and if you follow the podcast, you'll know what I'm talking about next week. He is the Oscar Michaud of our time.
Pretty
Tyler
much.
Perry
Pretty
is.
much. Yep.
So he is up for Entertainer of the Year. Just in case there's some haters out there, I used to be one, but I give the man his respect for sure. Then there's
Yeah.
D Nice. His name is D
I
Nice.
yeah, and I have to
He's taking out
say,
your suckers. You don't know
yeah.
how he did it.
Now that's one of the few people I've met. Derek, as he's known for.
Name dropped. Okay,
Name
go ahead,
drop.
Valarie.
Yeah. So
Dropping the names.
he DJ'd a couple of events that I was working, and being very approachable, talking to him, and literally, usually when you ask a DJ to play something, you're like, they're probably not going to play it. And what was fun, when MC Light was they were side by side, and I was shooting their photos. What was funny is that he put on one of her tracks, and she looked at him like, you want me to pretend like I'm rapping? He was like, yeah, do it. And he hands her the mic, and they're kind of doing this play back and forth. But it's for him to do what he did, Club Quarantine. I definitely have dropped by the club several times, and it's phenomenal. I would love to get him on the podcast, but he's such a nice young man, and he now has a Ford commercial. Has done some other major things, DJing. I think he also DJ'd for a couple of the award shows and some other things that's happened earlier this year. So he is all over the place. He says he had to kind of remake himself after, taking a long break away from doing rap. Because I think D Nice, that song that they call me D Nice, that came out like late '80s, long time ago.
Well, let's not. I mean, with birthdays for both of us coming up, let's not say how long ago it was. It was a while back. I recall it.
It was
Okay.
about it was a while back.
Okay. So D Nice. So
Yeah,
if you're
that's
wondering why he's nominated, that's one of the reasons. I mean, I believe he
Club
was one of the first
Quarantine.
people who did, yeah, with Club Quarantine,
Hmm.
and I mean, it's really specific to this year, and he's an odd
Very.
nominee here, but he's
Hmm.
almost in a way next to someone like Tyler Perry and what he did for the entertainment industry. He's almost like the perfect choice. I
Very
mean, it's
much
it's a
so.
weird thing, but he really did. I mean, so D Nice did it. Who followed? DJ Cassidy followed, who was
Hmm.
going to
He
actual
did
follow
that.
will
Hmm.
actually follow the BET Awards on BET. I mean, excuse me, the NAACP Awards on BET. There'll be another Cassidy pass the mic afterwards, while the Equalizer, I think, is on CBS. Um, so I mean, D Nice, this might be his award. I mean, as
Might
crazy
be.
as that sounds,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
talent wise, God bless him. I know you like Derek, but Viola Davis, Regina, Trevor, Tyler,
That's a tight
Derek.
race. That's a tight race. And the
But
funny
what he
thing
did is
is,
so specific to
very.
COVID and what we all needed in our soul. We needed that
Hmm.
music.
Hmm. I remember feeling really down, and I'm talking in the very beginning of the very beginning days of the pandemic, and I was on Instagram. I started following D Nice, and then he's like, yeah, so yeah, I'm just. It was something that literally just started. There was an interview he did with Black Thought from the Roots. He said, it was just me and a couple of friends, and I was like, yeah, let me do some DJ. And he said it just grew bigger, and he said, oh, I'm gonna invite five of my other friends. Oh, I'm gonna invite these people. And at one point, and you saw it, it was anywhere from 10 to 30 to 50,000 people watching at the same time and enjoying themselves. And he would go, I literally would see the sun rise and set. And I think he first part of, I think he got quarantined in Los Angeles. So I was here at like 12, 1 o'clock at night going, yo, he's still going. Wow. And then he'd be like, all right, we're gonna slow it down. And I wanted to DJ after listening to him. I was like, this is amazing. I don't feel so down because the power of music is amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
It almost makes you think that there are two people that also should be nominated in this category, as
Who's that?
in Timberland and Swiss Beats. It almost makes you feel like, I mean, for because and D Nice started before the verses, correct? I mean, he was doing
He
that, and then
did.
kind of verses
Yeah.
came
Hmm.
along and
Came along after that.
found a way to capitalize financially off of it because they're now sold. They sold the idea for verses to a Caucasian company. So I think that I don't know. I mean, normal year he wouldn't even be nominated. So things have been less than normal recently. So
Very much so. So I would not be mad at whomever they would pick for this particular award. I
I think
love
they're all
what each
deserving.
yeah, they're all deserving. They have all done something very uniquely talented and gifted for these COVID streets out here and to keep us
Hmm.
entertained throughout the year and to create jobs, literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and his role, I mean, his is such a spiritual, I mean, thing that he did. In a year where we saw COVID, but we also saw, sadly, repetition of what we've seen over the last, 400 years in this
Mm.
country, a knee to the neck. So the other category that they're going to be awarding one of these five nominees in is in social justice impact. And the
Mhm.
nominees there include April Ryan,
Mhm.
who is the dean of the White House correspondence, especially among African Americans coming in there. Miss April Ryan, who's talked to
Mhm.
every single president
Every.
in my lifetime.
Mhm.
There is a gentleman who plays a sport and also opened a school within the last couple of years. His name is LeBron James. He is up for social impact, social justice
Good.
impact.
Good.
Tamika Mallory, who, if you don't
Okay.
know who that is, you should.
Mhm.
Uh, Stacey Abrams is
Mhm.
also in this category of social justice impact, who I think we know what we owe Stacey. So I don't know if there's an award big enough for that.
Thank you,
Um,
Stacy.
and then
Thank
there's a lady that you have some affinity toward in the social justice impact category.
you. Okay.
Her name is Debbie Allen. Oh, look at this smile. All right. All right. And here we go. One of the many Debbie Allen stories and go.
I got a chance to meet Debbie Allen at an award ceremony. I
Penny
was
dropped, picked up.
and I met her husband Norm Nixon. Yeah, so it was a non for profit that was honoring her and her husband. And I said, Debbie, can we take a picture together? And I was like, I've long admired you, and I'm fangirling out, but I have to be a photographer and make sure I get you with, the president here and this person here. And but yeah, she was as warm and as accepting and kind of saying, "Oh, I'd love to see a woman photographer. All right, you go get yours, girl." And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, Debbie!" I was like, "Thank you, Miss Allen." And I'm just trying to be all calm, but yeah. And the other social justice, Tamiko, say her name again.
Tamika Mallory.
Tamika Mallory. I met her um a
Let me
couple
catch
of
that name too. Wait, I feel like I'm gonna have to OBJ that one. All right, got it. Okay.
she did something with the young professionals and was talking about how they can make an impact just in their small circles. And
Mhm.
I was just impressed with her and, just taking photos, and it was just good to chat with her to just, find out her thinking and everything. This was about 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah.
Okay, I think I caught most of your names so far. So in this category, once again, social justice impact, which
Hmm.
you probably wouldn't see at any other award show, but this is the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People here.
Hmm.
Valarie, who should receive this award? Is it Miss Ryan, Miss Allen, Mr. James, Miss Abrams, or Miss Mallory?
I feel like it's between James and I feel like it's gonna be Abrams. I really feel like it's going to be Abrams. I don't know why, but it's like the other category. I wouldn't be whomever took home the award. I would be happy with the choices because I feel like everyone individually, collectively has contributed to you know the social justice impact in this country. They have done, and it's small things. Abrams has been working on getting people registered in Georgia. Good gracious, for how long? And then literally
Years.
bringing
Years.
years, and then bringing all of the things and the changes that was happening with the Georgia law changes, saying that yes, there is, suppression of voting. This is still happening in our time frame, 2019, 2018, 2020. Like, I feel like you guys did not respect the woman, and when she ran for governor, and that didn't happen. So she has been making an impact ever since. It's like
And
you will
even
not.
before that,
Even before that. Even
before that,
before
I mean,
that.
she was working on
Mm-hmm.
voting rights. That's one thing you got to remember. So you learned about her, you being
Mm-hmm.
people outside of Georgia, you learned
Georgia, right?
about her when she ran for governor of Georgia. Now,
Right.
she'd been working on this long before that. And that race ended. She did not get what she deserved. I won't go into that in specific, but
Mm-hmm.
she has continued to work on that. Here, let me break it down.
There you
All y'all that either got your stimmy checks or that they on the way wouldn't have happened without Stacey Abrams. Okay,
go. Boom.
bam. Okay, Stacey's
Boom.
name should be on the dang check. Don't worry about Joe Biden's name on the check. Okay, Joe Biden is just the president. What Stacey Abrams did, and I mean that sincerely, Joe Biden is just the president. Stacey Abrams got one two senators elected Democrats in Georgia, and that's how they passed the STEMI bill to get you your STEMI check. So if you got your check, thanks Stacey Abrams. So is this
Thank you,
award
Stacey.
enough? Probably not.
No, it's
Should
not.
she win? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I honestly believe that it's literally she will probably go away with that. What's the next category? Who else we got?
All right. Let's make a big shift here.
Mm-hmm.
One of the awards is going to go to Reverend James Lawson, who was, if you don't know his name, you probably remember his face when Representative John Lewis
John
passed
Lewis.
away. There was
Mm-hmm.
a funeral that was on television and
Mm-hmm.
widely publicized, and there was a gentleman, brown-skinned gentleman with white hair. And your mama knows who he is, your uncles, your grandmama, grandfather, they know who he is. Maybe you know who he is, but he's a long-standing, tireless advocate of civil
Mm-hmm.
rights and human rights, and this is well deserved. So we'll move on from there. If you really
Mm-hmm.
don't know who he is, you should know your history. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go to outstanding comedy series, because we do have to have famous people on an award show for anyone to watch. So, outstanding comedy series, and I'll serve this up for Valarie. I'll
Oh,
give you the
okay.
nominees, and you tell me who you believe for outstanding comedy series. The nominees are hashtag Black AF, Black-ish, Grown-ish,
Mm-hmm.
Insecure-ish. No, just
No,
Insecure.
it's just insecure.
Just Insecure.
Just
Okay.
insecure.
And The Last OG. And the
Right.
winner
And
is Valarie.
it's okay. Well, I am a big Issa Rae fan, and I feel like who has won before has been, I believe, Blackish. I truly enjoyed Black AF because Kenya Barris. Woo!
Lord. Wow.
I there's not enough words for me to say you need to watch this. You can't watch it with your children, but you need to watch Black AF. It is currently on Netflix now,
Okay.
but
You have
it's the
equally
it's the
divided our audience now, because half of the
mhm,
people I know who watched it love it, think that it
mhm,
is just
great,
amazing and mind blowing, and the other half think it's horrific,
horrible, horrific, right?
horrible, just trash.
Yeah,
It's
but
it's great trash. It's
it
just
but the funny
awesome.
thing is it's a three-legged race because all of those are Kenya Barris produced. That's Blackish. Is it mixed or it's grownish?
Black
It's grownish.
grownish. Grownish.
So
So he has
Grownish,
three different
Blackish.
shows on three
Mhm.
different networks nominated in this category. He's got his show on ABC, Blackish, which I guess was the All in the Family of these shows.
Pretty
Then he
much
has Grownish, which I guess was
freeform.
the Maud or the Jeffersons of the, and then Black AF, which is just
Mhm.
like just I it's hard to categorize what that show is.
You can't. You
It, it's
can't.
it, it's hard
You
to look
can't.
away. That's what it
It
is.
is. It's a train
Uh,
wreck, and you look away. I don't know, but
but
I
Insecure,
feel
the way Insecure ended this year,
yeah. I wanted to come back. I wanted to come back. I
it
love the
does come
way
back. It's the last
it
season, right? Coming back.
is.
It's
I
the
believe it's the last
final
season,
season.
but it's her writing gets better and better as the seasons go, and I'm just more and more curious about this awkward black girl. That's what she initially started off as, and
Online.
HBO has been a great partner with her in getting and Pinterest. I always mispronounce his name. He's one of the producers, like Kenya Barris with Issa. I
Larry
would like
Wilmore.
for her. Yeah, and oh yeah, Larry Whitmore. Yes, because Larry
Wilmore.
Whitmore is the genius.
Wilmore.
Wilmore. He's the
Yeah.
genius behind the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah,
So.
and he briefly had his own show after the Daily Show.
Mm-hmm.
Who now has a show on Peacock
Oh,
Peacock Network as well as podcast. So he's still around. I mean,
he's
he's
still around.
one of those
Right.
great kind of TV comedy guys for
Great
sure.
mind. Great mind for writing. So I think it's gonna go to Blackish, but I would like Insecure to win.
Yeah.
For now.
So I think the three shows cancel each other out,
Me
unfortunately.
too. Yes, I was thinking
I
that
love
as well.
I love Black AF for sure.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
confess, I don't watch Blackish or Grownish. I think all of them are a little bit of ishy. So the fact that that Black AF is something I love is kind of remarkable. Insecure should win. Insecure should win this.
Oh,
It shouldn't
okay.
have to wait till the last season
I don't
for
think
it
it
because
should
this
either.
past
Yeah,
season was really
it was.
broke my
It re-
heart. And then
the
she gets the test and the pregnancy test and then
mm,
like come on now.
I
Come
love
on.
the
He was
interplay
ready to go
between.
away with her.
Yeah, I know. I
That hurt me. That
know.
hurt me. And then Molly, ooh, I can't
Molly
stand
and
Molly. I can't stand Molly.
well,
I'm so sick of
she
Molly.
I
Mm.
like Molly. She
How
reminds
could
me
you
of
like Molly?
she reminds me of Tony Childs from
No,
Girlfriends. She reminds me of Tony
no,
Childs from Girlfriends. Yes, she does.
no. Tony Child's of Girlfriends was no, that was a different thing. I this no, it doesn't work the same.
Okay.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Okay. But I've
It's a
I've
male thing. I don't want to get
okay.
too
Well, you don't
sexist
want to
so
get
early in the
too
day.
far into it.
But
Right.
it's not the same thing. See,
Okay.
Tony Child could like, run over your foot and you go, oh, it's okay, girl, just keep going. Molly, I wanna like, girl, don't touch my toes.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't I
No,
don't
no.
feel that way.
All right,
Um
Team Issa. I'm not Team Molly. Nope.
well, I'm always team Issa. I'm always going to be team Issa. So it is what it is.
I mean in the show. I
In the
can't
show. In
not
the
with
show.
Molly. Molly
But
no. Molly no. I say no to Molly in real life and on the show. Moving on.
Okay. Moving on.
Outstanding actor in a comedy series. So
Mhm.
these are actors in a comedy series. And I have to stress comedy because a lot of these actors are like some of the big heavyweights in acting, period, not just
Mhm.
comedy. They are Anthony Anderson for
Mhm.
Blackish,
Right.
Cedric the Entertainer, who apparently I guess is an entertainer. Maybe Dionne Warwick could jump onto his Twitter for the
Wow. Oh
neighborhood.
wow. Oh wow. Here
Chance the
you go.
Rapper, Cedric the Entertainer, Dion the Singer. Okay,
No. No.
Don Cheeto for
Black
Black Monday.
Monday.
Then
Mhm.
you got Idris for In the Long Run, which was a show
Mhm.
that was on Stars, I suppose.
Mhm.
I don't know. I never heard of that. And then Tracy Morgan the very fortunate to be alive, Tracy Morgan, for the last OG.
All right. So here's my prediction.
Thoughts?
Here's my
Yes.
here's my prediction. It's been it's been Anthony Anderson, I believe. I think he's won a couple of times before
You think he'll bring
before
his mama
Blackish.
too? You think his
He
mama will
might.
be there too?
He might,
Okay.
especially if it's virtual. He might have his mama sitting right next to him while they present
Mama.
virtually.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I did watch the last OG. That is a funny show, and it's good to
Spike
see.
Tracy. The Spike Tiffany Haddish being on it. It's still funny.
It's still funny. It's still entertaining and stuff like that. But I feel like, and then the Neighborhood I have seen, but it hasn't captured my attention to where
Because
I
you're not
want to
old
see it.
enough yet.
I'm not.
It's on
I'm,
CBS. Add 10 years. You'll be ready for it. Okay. I'm not taking your Geritol yet. Once you do, CBS,
wow,
you're ready for it.
that is so mean. So I really honestly believe
Sid is
it's
considered
probably
to be a young person on the show, okay?
who's
That's
considered to be a young person.
Sid, Cedric the Entertainer. So his family,
Wow,
they're all young people to most CBS viewers. So just know that.
that's hilarious. So I feel like it's probably going to go to Anthony Anderson. Yeah. Um, Black Monday is dark comedy. That's on, I
It's
believe.
funny.
It's funny, but it's dark
It's on young
comedy.
people CBS called Showtime. And
That's
it's
on
funny.
Showtime.
And it's
It
funny.
is.
And
It
it's
is.
I
And
mean
it's
and
dark.
the backstory is it's not just Don Cheadle. That's Regina Hall's show. I mean,
Mhm.
don't tell nobody, black women doing things, but that's really her show.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I mean, I really don't know in this category. So you think it's Anthony Anderson? He's
I
gonna
think
walk up
it's
here, thank his
Anthony.
mama,
Right.
and
I
then
think it
to
yeah.
tell the truth, I don't know
Yeah.
if Anthony Anderson will
It
win,
could
but
be.
he
Well,
could.
all right, next category.
Next category, moving on. Outstanding actress in comedy series. Okay, do we have to spend time on this, or we just give the award to Issa and move on?
Um
Yeah, let's give it to Issa and move
let's
on.
give it to Issa and we move on. There we
Move
go.
on. We don't. And there were 4 other people nominated. Whatever.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
outstanding supporting actor in a comedy series. So this is like second banana, literally, but the banana is black. We've got Andre Bauer from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, he
We
is
got
funny.
Dion Cole from Blackish.
Mhm.
Jay Ellis, uh, Lawrence for y'all from
Lawrence.
Insecure.
Insecure, right?
Keenan from his usual gig, Saturday Night Live. He's not
Mhm.
nominated for the Keenan show and never will be. Then there's Lawrence
Ouch.
Fishburne from Blackish.
Okay. Well, let's see. I feel
Let's see.
I feel like Deion Cole has won that. He's a comedian from Chicago. I feel like he's won that before. I
Shut
feel
up,
like
Shy.
shout out to Shy. Shout out to
And
Shy.
if y'all don't know who he is, he's one. He's not the black guy that has no shirt on in the Old Spice commercial. He's the black guy that wants his body wash, and the lady won't give him his body wash, but he wants it because a man should have his own body wash.
Andre Brauer, I've been a fan of his for years.
Since
I have
Homicide,
since Homicide and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that dry wit comedy, like he hits those lines, and I'm thinking you're saying this with a straight face, and I'm falling out of my chair.
yes.
So he that's kind of the brilliance of what he does. Jay Ellis, I think it's because it is a comedy. It is a comedy, and he's in this category. I mean, but I feel like he's dramatic. I don't know why.
I do too. Yeah,
I feel like he's. Why are you here? I
it's a lot of
understand,
pain
but I
because
think
Insecure is considered a comedy. I guess.
exactly right, exactly. So I understand that Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah, he's given some. Kenya Barris and those guys have written some wonderful lines for pop on Blackish. So I'm like, okay. So this is, I would not be angry or I would not be sad for anyone who won, but I believe it's probably going to go in the direction of either Andre Brauer, if they want to honor the Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or they might, go ahead and say, you know what, we want to recognize or we want to honor either. I think Lawrence Fishburne. It's between those two, Andre and Lawrence.
Okay, pick one.
Oh, pick one. Andre. I'm rooting for Andre.
Dre.
Dre.
All right.
Dre.
All right. So I'll be kind to these ladies. I'll mention their names.
Please do.
Outstanding supporting actress in a comedy series. There's Jennifer Lewis, the one in Jennifer Lewis in Blackish. Marcy Martin for Blackish. Natasha Rothwell for Insecure. There's Tashina Arnold for The Neighborhood. And then they will all stand up and applaud when Yvonne Arishi wins for Insecure. HBO, Molly, because look, she came over to the U.S. as she did in a comedy special, and she made good. Look, Mama, Daddy, I made good. She did. So,
have you seen that? Have you seen her?
It's funny.
Show?
She's
I
great.
saw. It's very funny. It's very funny. So I'm a fan of her. So I know you don't like Molly, but I'm thinking if I don't like Molly, that means she's doing a good job.
Molly won. So we just moved on.
Move on, okay.
Move on. Outstanding drama series. They include, the nominees are All Rise, CBS. Okay. So that's going to get the old people vote. Bridgerton on Netflix.
Okay.
Which will get the women who are alive vote. Lovecraft Country, HBO. Power Book 2, Ghost. And that's on Stars. And the last nominee in this category is This Is Us, which is on NBC. And if there were any people voting on this, since it's the colored people and white is a color, then This Is Us might win, but not here. Okay,
not here.
So let's look up here. There are 3 shows that could win this.
What you got? I got 3 and you got 3, but what are your 3?
It's the same 3.
It's the same 3?
One of them I've never seen and don't plan to see, and I'll just have that hole in my heart. I'm not watching Power, okay? I'm just not. And God bless it. You know what? It's too the connection with 50. I don't roll with 50. God bless 50. You know what?
Okay.
Let him make his money. You know what? Well, he called me out when he loans me money.
Okay, I'm gonna speak on that. I was a very big fan of the original Power series, and Omari Hardwick did wonders as Ghost. His son is the one that's carrying this current series, and I kind of love the Mary J. Blige Method Man. Well, they're both being actors in this Power series. I'm not a fan. I tried to watch it. I really did. I love Courtney. The Courtney. Why I can't think of her name fully. Courtney. Yeah. So who created Power? So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I love what she's done, but I'm not sold on the son being this vicious dude because he grew up on the original series Power, and he's now flipped on a dime within the last season of Power, and it's like Tommy and Ghost made Power, that whole universe work. So I don't know. So anyway, so you're never gonna see Power, but that might win. So that's one.
The best collaboration between. Until Mary J. Blige and Method Man can excel and do better than their collaboration on All I Need to Get By, I don't need to see Stuck with the two of them together. Okay? That was perfection. That was a masterpiece. You're all I need to get by. That to me is the struggle love anthem of forever.
Pretty much. Okay? Pretty much.
That's it. You're all I need to get by.
Dun,
Shorty
dun,
up there
dun,
for you anytime you
dun,
need
dun,
me. You know,
dun.
and I know women love Method Man and think he is finer than a
Oh,
mimosa.
I was just looking here. Bruce Smith said that Andre Brauer is from Chicago. I didn't know that.
Oh, most wonderful things are, aren't they? Shout out to the guy.
Yeah. So, someone is cheering. Junior's cheering on you drinking the orange juice. He's cheering on that you're drinking the orange juice.
Mimosa, sir, mimosa. Yes.
But anyway, I believe I would like for it to go to Lovecraft Country. I would like for
It
it to go to.
it better. It better. That was outstanding. That had everything. In fact, that show almost had too much in it. Now that's one of those TV shows where it was appointment television. You knew where you
Mm-hmm.
were. Lovecraft Country was coming on. If you couldn't get to it, you had it on tape. You knew you could come back on Monday, watch it on demand. I mean, I rewatched some Lovecraft Country. Just like
Mm-hmm.
the same. Oh my goodness, there were a couple of them that were just, they were frightening.
Yeah, I
They were
know.
insightful. It's set in the past, but you knew that it
Mm-hmm.
was so much a part of what was going on right now. And
Right,
some of the
right.
topics that they went through, even the name Lovecraft Country was so inventive. You're talking about sci-fi, so you mentioned Lovecraft. You mentioned the guy who is you know crazy racist, even down to the name of his dog, and you put black people in there, and then you flip
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah. So I believe that entire series. What network carried Lovecraft Country? Was that HBO?
Yes, it was HBO.
Okay. So I
H,
believe that entire series is now available
uh,
on HBO. I believe
H,
so.
HBO Max.
HBO
HBO
Max.
Max,
So
which is free to you if you have a HBO subscription. Don't let them twist you into paying more than you have to. Okay, so Lovecraft Country. Yeah. Oh no, Lovecraft Country. This is, I mean, even without the Jordan Peele connection, because he was just tangentially connected to the show. He wasn't the
mm-hmm.
showrunner. The showrunner, African American woman, put this thing together. Who put this
Mm-hmm.
game together? She did. It was wonderful. You see that with Bridgerton, right? The part of the
Yeah,
Shondaland.
Chandra Lynn.
But
Yes.
but I mean, and that made a huge cultural impact for everybody. But
Yeah.
Lovecraft Country, that was like our show. And if this is our award show, then we should award it, okay? Because I don't think anybody else is gonna give it the love that it really deserved.
It didn't receive the love that it should have gotten from the other award shows. That's the reason why we have an NAACP award shows. This is the
Right,
reason why we have them.
right. Bridgerton to get its due at some point.
I feel like
Uh, all,
In the Emmys,
right. All,
yeah,
All Rise is a good show. I'll admit that I have
I
seen
like
it in
that one.
passing,
Hmm.
just because I'm, sort of in love with the lead character in it because I remember her from Luke
Luke
Cage.
Cage, yes,
Okay,
yes, she was
so that
my
was
yeah,
my
that was my
girl, and
girl.
and I was riding with her when she only had one arm.
An
So now
arm,
she's got
thank
two
you.
again. Thank goodness, and a gavel. So I'm good. But I think Lovecraft Country. I mean, if there is a NAACP awards, this is why you have an NAACP awards, because you have a work like this, which is so um, important for the African American community, for people to see and to hear and to kind of understand where we're coming from. There were
Mhm.
masterful performances there. Courtney B. Vance,
Okay.
Michael Kenneth Williams,
Mhm.
you
How about
know,
Jury Smollett? How did she do?
she was passable.
Okay.
She was decent. Um, she's an oddly constructed woman, huh? She just has a different kind of look to her. That's a kind
Okay.
of a classic. Let me explain before somebody goes and tears me apart. She has
Please
this
do.
sort of older sort of classic Hollywood look to her, where she
Okay.
could have been a star in the 20s or the 30s.
Right. Cause
There's
yeah.
something really unique about her frame, her face, her
Okay.
movement when she runs. She doesn't seem of this time. She seems like of another time, which I think maybe fits her. She's been in Underground, which is of another time,
There's a
and now
missing in that. Yeah.
yeah, and then she's been in Lovecraft Country, which is set in the 50s, and then John Majors. I mean, we'll get to him
Yeah.
later. So I think this is
Of
Lovecraft
course.
Country. Yeah,
Yeah,
think yeah.
It's Lovecraft Country, and I
Yeah.
just want to piggyback. You were Simone Missick. I just had to mention her name, Simone Missick. She's the lead actress on All Rise, but I like that show as well. This Is Us, great show, but we believe Lovecraft Country is gonna take it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
And to further that, now we have the race between the two leads of that, which is I'll leave this in your hands here.
Uh oh.
Outstanding actor in a drama series.
Okay.
As I'm mentioning and giving you guys the award nominees, they have headshots of these people, and I
Hmm.
gotta say, I can't deal with it. I mean, I see all the time online when people go like, "Black men are fine." I guess this is why, because these are some attractive looking people. You've got Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country.
Hmm.
You've got Keith David, Greenleaf. You have Nico Anand from P Valley.
Okay.
P Valley got nominations.
I see. Okay.
Uh
Hey,
huh.
keep
So
going.
you've got Sterling K.
Reggie.
Brown. This is see. I was gonna wait to say his name last. No, can't wait. Couldn't
Can't
wait,
wait.
could you? You couldn't wait. You couldn't even. All right, go
Reggae
ahead.
Jean Page from Bridgerton. Make me wish I was 20 years younger. Lord has mercy. Yes, I'm Christian, but I ain't dead. Praise the Lord. Woo, Lord. Okay. Got to fan myself. Praise the Lord. Got to fan myself. Oh, Lord. Woo.
There's some picture with him in a black leather jacket, looking brooding. It's ridiculous. Like I don't even want to see that, man. Come on, let's keep that over there for real. I don't.
So
Nah, man. Nah.
because of your high praise of Lovecraft Country, do you believe that Jonathan Majors will take that particular category, or will it go to Ray J?
It should go to Jonathan Majors, but I don't know, cause I mean, what you just said.
Well, I'm actually pulling for you're funny. I'm actually pulling for Keith David because I was a huge fan of Greenleaf. And I thought that he did a great job as a minister, as a preacher, and I just his voice. He's done so much voiceover work. It's been amazing. And Sterling K. Brown, I'm just a fan. But I feel like the Emmys and the Academy, they're very aware of Sterling, so they have been giving him his due, which is wonderful. But um, we'll be rooting for Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country. Hopefully he'll get it. But the popular vote might go to reggae. It might. I don't know.
Man, you know what? I was like, I know women love soul and country,
Mhm.
but man, they really love reggae now, huh? Okay,
Okay, here we go.
outstanding actress in a drama series. Drama. You got I mean, like this is ridiculous. So you have Angela Bassett for 911,
Hmm.
Brandy Evans from P Valley.
No, funny.
You got Journey Smollett. This
Hmm.
Smollett, in Chicago, we know more about her brother though.
Hey,
For
keep going.
Lovecraft Country.
Keep going. Keep going. Run past that. Don't stop.
You got
Don't
me.
stop.
You
Don't
got
stop.
me. You got
Don't stop it. Don't stop.
me.
Simone.
Simone Messick
Hmm.
from All Rise. She's with the two arms. And you have, speaking of arms, oh man, her beautiful, beautiful brown arm. Viola Davis from How to Get Away with Murder.
Hmm. So
So,
I believe Viola has won. She's won for this role before. And Angela Bassett. Oh, good gracious! These two women, decades of experience and beauty as well as talent. And Angela is also a producer on 911 as well. So she controls her
I did not
story.
know that.
Yeah, she controls her story, so that's a very good thing. I haven't seen P Valley, so I really can't comment on the acting or any of the people. I believe that's a show that's on Stars. I probably will not be watching it because of I think it's about the strip club industry in Atlanta. So I know this is a show I'm not going to be watching just because of the topic or whatever. It's okay. Lovecraft Country, a jury. I don't know. Would you cheer for her in this, or would you go in the direction of Simone?
I would cheer for Jury.
Okay.
Journey,
Journey. Journey.
Smollett. The
Mm-hmm.
Smollets, as Chappelle said, the Smollett family. Oui. I would cheer for her. But I think Viola Davis is gonna win. Going
Okay.
away. This is her. I mean, that last series, the
Yeah.
finale, season
The
finale, series finale, I should say, that was, you know, over the top,
Oh, it
to say the
was.
very
It
least.
was.
So, I guess I would go along with that. Okay.
Okay.
Outstanding supporting actor in a drama series. You have Cliff Smith, Method
Oh.
Man, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Cliff
He went by
Method
his
Man
natural
Smith.
name? I can't believe he went by his
Cliff
natural
Method
name.
Man Smith. Oh, he's an actor now. He's an
Oh,
actor
okay.
now.
All right.
He doing it. Delroy Lindo for The Good Fight. Jay
Mm-hmm.
Alphonse Nicholson for P Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Wright for Westworld.
Oh, wow. Oh,
And then
wow.
Michael Kenneth Williams for Lovecraft Country.
All right. Hmm.
I'll take this one.
You please
I'll
go
take
ahead.
this one. Okay.
Please do. Please do.
So, I mean, you got some heavyweights here.
Heavy.
Uh,
Heavy.
However, for
Mm-hmm.
those of you that saw Lovecraft Country, Michael Kenneth Williams played Atticus's father, his real father. Hope I ain't giving it too much away. Y'all should have seen it by now. Okay. But I'm just helping you remember. That was the guy that played his real father, the father who had the whole secret life, okay, of
Mm-hmm.
that he was ashamed about and didn't necessarily need to be, but he was certainly ashamed of.
Mm-hmm.
That was a powerful performance. That is deserving of an award. Anybody else wins in this category, they need to take their award and then put it in FedEx and send it to Michael Kenneth Williams. Okay.
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
Moving
Okay.
on.
All
Outstanding
right.
supporting actress in a drama series. We'll have you take this one, Val. It is Ajo Ando from Bridgerton. I know
Okay.
y'all like, who is that? Okay, that's Reggae's the woman that kind of
Friends
helped him through.
helped
Okay.
him through. That's right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like the queen, all right. Um Ingenue Ellis from
Angela.
Lovecraft Country,
Mm-hmm.
Lynn Whitfield from Greenleaf, Mary J. Blige
Mm-hmm.
from
Mm-hmm.
Power Book 2 Ghost,
Mm-hmm.
and Susan Kelchi Watson from This Is Us.
Okay. Um, I'm a fan of Susan. She plays the husband to K.
Right.
Brown's character on
But your
This
name
Is
is
Us.
not Susan, right?
Uh, no.
Watch what you say.
What
Okay.
I'm gonna watch what I say.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't think she's been nominated on the Emmy side of things. So, but I'm very happy to see her here. Lynn Whitfield, playing opposite of Keith David. Great job on Greenleaf. Greenleaf came to an end on the OWN network. It made church drama so good. I'm actually rewatching the series. I'm just happy about it. I'm such a Mary J. Blige fan. I just don't like the series that she's on. I love Mary, but I'm like, oh my gosh. And Angelina Ellis, Lovecraft Country. Please tell me how her performance is in Lovecraft Country, Michael.
Wow. She went to other planets. She was interplanetary. She was extraordinary. She was amazing. She was every woman.
Okay.
And it was simply amazing. You don't even get to have that type of material. You don't get to see that kind of material. You don't get to see Black women doing that kind of material.
Good.
There's,
Good.
I'll say check for her. So
Big check for her. So I kind of feel like it's between Lynn and her. I kind of feel like it's between the two of them. I'm rooting for Lynn Whitfield. I've been a fan of her since before, good gracious, decades ago.
what
But
time,
even
right?
yeah, and I'm
Back when
talking
she
to
had to make
Josephine.
movies.
I'm talking about the
Yeah.
Josephine Baker story. I'm talking
Oh,
in the
back when
90s,
she
the
had to
thin
make movies
line.
with Martin Lawrence.
Thank you. A
Ugh.
thin line between love and hate.
Ooh. Best thing about that movie, I wish she had got him. Anyway.
Yeah, so
Martin.
I honestly feel like Miss Ellis is going to take this one. I believe she's going to take it. I hope
I
she
do
does.
too. I hope she does.
Yeah.
Outstanding television, movie, limited series, or dramatic special. The
Okay,
nominees
what we got?
include Hamilton from Disney Plus,
Okay.
meaning like you got to pay us to see it. Little Fires Everywhere from Hulu. Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker.
Yay! I like that one.
Netflix. This Sylvie's Love for Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And rounding it out, and I do mean rounding out, the Clark sisters, First Ladies of Gospel from
Oh my
Lifetime.
gosh. Yes. So I got four favorites in here, and I love Hamilton. Hamilton was a wonderful play,
Hmm.
and I'm a fan of it. But I kind of feel like the four that's here, Little Fires Everywhere. I think Kerry Washington did such a great job in that series, and just made you feel the pain and anguish of her character. And Sylvie's Love, I love that. I don't know why it's in this particular category, limited series. I don't know if it's going to come back. Self-Made, Madam C.J. Walker. I'm a fan of my man Blair Underwood. I think he did a great job in playing opposite Octavia Spencer in this. So I got. Do I have to pick one? The Clark sisters.
Somebody has to pick one because unless they give out multiple awards here, so somebody's winning, right?
So I feel I would like to see either Self-Made win or the Clark sisters win because I kind of love their story. And these are true stories. This is based on Madam C.J. Walker, Self-Made, and then the Clark sisters. The Clark sisters had a hand in telling their story. I think that was something that came on Lifetime. That was one movie that came on
Yeah,
Lifetime.
yeah,
So Lifetime has definitely stepped up in telling women's stories and literally reaching out to the people that the story is about and saying, we want you to be a partner in this, and we're gonna I was singing the Clark sister songs long after the movie, so it made an indelible mark. I grew up on the Clark sisters gospel music.
in my life.
That's
You
right,
brought
sing it.
the sunshine. You are
In
the
my life.
lifeline. Oh, yeah, it's a two category, two nominee race here. The Clark sisters, and then a Self-Made. I enjoyed Self-Made probably
Me
more than
too.
most people did.
Hmm.
I'm not sure why Sylvie's Love is in here. It just
Me
gives
neither.
the Washington household two chances to have an award. For those of you that don't know, the lead of Sylvie's Love, who also helped to produce it, is married to Kerry Washington. So they both have chances to take that award home. But I
Oh,
like
wonderful.
Self-Made here.
Me
I,
too.
it was not the greatest piece of
It wasn't.
television,
Hmm.
but it would do. And this is how good it was to me. And
How?
I like her, and if I ever met her, I'd hug her and say all nice things. But it had Tiffany Haddish in it.
Wow. And but
And
you
she
know what?
was,
She's unrecognizable in that role though.
oh, but she was recognizably bad. Okay.
She was recognizably bad. Okay.
She was bad. Okay.
Okay.
So I've seen her do one thing well. So
Comedy?
God bless her. I don't know if you call it comedy. It's
Okay.
something. So, but she didn't. She managed not to tank this. Uh, Self-made, and it seemed like it had a real energy to it that was interesting. That could bring people in to learn about Madam C.J. Walker, and I think it really goes with the entertainment side, the mission side of NAACP. I would give this the award here in this
I
category.
would give it, yeah, yeah,
I think it
yeah.
does.
Octavia Spencer did a really wonderful job. I hate that she's. I don't know if she's nominated. I don't know if she's nominated for acting in a limited series. But what's the next? What's the next category we're going to take a look at?
Next category, let's do outstanding actor in a television movie, limited series, or dramatic special. So it's like
Okay.
a real catch-all. So Blair's up there. Blair for Self-Made.
Oh,
You got Chris Rock for Fargo.
ah.
David Diggs, excuse me, David Diggs for Hamilton. Leslie Odom Jr. for
Mm-hmm.
Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the aforementioned Namdi Asamaga for Sylvie's Love.
Right.
He was
And
the
that's
lead.
and that's the young man who's married to Kerry Washington in real life.
Right. And this was uh like one of the first, was his production company. So his production company made the movie.
Okay.
Um this is
Ah.
Chris Rock's award.
I was just getting ready to say that. Did you see the Fargo with him in it?
Okay, so if you was black, which I think you were, if you are now, you probably were a year ago, then Sunday night you were watching Lovecraft Country and Fargo, and you were trying to figure out how to tape them. Like which one you gonna tape, or tape both of them, or watch one, or like which one. On Monday I'll watch that. Wait, hold on, I gotta catch up with Fargo. Wait, did I miss it? Man, they had aliens on Lovecraft. What am I doing here? Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Fargo, Fargo. Chris Rock
Fargo.
can act. And that should not
Okay.
be a surprise. And so for people, too often it's a surprise. You mean the comedian can act? Yes, the comedian can act because the
Of
comedian is a
course.
performer. Okay,
Thank
it's a
you.
performer, and it gets just as depressed as any actor would. Okay,
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
Chris really kind of stepped up here. Had great material. It was a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful story,
Mm-hmm.
and I think around the Emmys, it just, I don't know, is it the wrong year? I didn't see it.
I
I
didn't
don't
see it
understand.
at
Every
all.
other
It
year,
didn't.
Fargo got
It was not.
nominations, but this one, like, so, yeah, give Chris his love, please, please,
Yeah. Another reason why we have the NAACP awards.
definitely. And speaking of which, in this category, oh my gosh, you
Ooh.
know, there was
Ooh.
a time what people loved about these award shows. About just to
Uh-huh.
take a second, is
Uh-huh.
that they would have brunches. They would have like award show
Yes.
pre-brunches, and with the Oscars, they would kind of take them around. And my dream would be to like go to this table and just sit at this table and maybe like fall out, pass out, and have people, you know, try to revive me who were sitting at this table. The table would be for the outstanding actress in a television movie, limited series, or dramatic special, because these nominees include Anjanette Alice, who was
Mm-hmm.
nominated for the Clark sisters. So different work. She has two nominations for two different works. She was in the Clark
Mm-hmm.
sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Kerry Washington.
Little fires.
This is a really beautiful picture, Kerry Washington. Wow. Okay.
Move on.
Um,
Move on. Move on.
okay. Michael Cole for I May Destroy You. Octavia Spencer for
Self-made.
Self-Made.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tessa Thompson for Sylvie's Love. Okay, yeah, Tessa Thompson. Wow.
Yeah. This can
Yeah.
go. This could. Yeah. I'm. Wow. Yeah.
I, yeah, I don't know.
I and when you've seen everything and liked everything, it's hard to go, it's going to be this person or it's going to be that person. It's
They're
all
all
right.
very different too.
I
So,
know, I know. My gosh.
hmm
Um, if self-made wins for limited series,
yeah.
then they might pair that up and say we're going to give it to Octavia, or they could split and say, well, we're going to give it to Carrie.
And see, what I would do is
Mm-hmm.
I would, this award would go to Michael Cole for I May Destroy You, just to
Mm-hmm.
show, like, when we say, CP, we're not talking CP in America. We're talking about the whole diaspora and her
Mm-hmm.
character and that story. That story, oof, man, and what she did with it, and that this is her. I mean, she is, one woman band. She's the writer, she's the creator, she is the artist here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that should count for something. And that's ignoring Tessa. I'm sorry, Tessa. I mean, please forgive me. I don't mean to. I'm, I'm not saying. I mean, you awesome. So you awesome. We know you awesome. I know I'm not your type. So
Oh my gosh, here you go.
I'm
I
not her
need
type.
I need you to move on. I need you
Janelle
to move
Monáe
on.
is
Okay,
Janelle
okay, yeah,
Monáe is her type.
okay. We're gonna move on, and I
Janelle
believe
Monáe
it's
is her type.
possibly going to go. You're cheering for "I May Destroy You."
But if Tessa wins, I'll be real happy. I'll be real happy. You know, I
I,
just put that on
I
the record.
I feel like Octavia is gonna walk away with this one, but moving on.
Moving on, let's go into something. This is here's a category that the winner has already been determined. So that means it likely won't be on the broadcast. That's for
Okay.
outstanding news information series or
Mm-hmm.
special. And the winner in that case was the New York Times presents the killing of Breonna Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
So that aired on FX and Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Where they went in depth and kind of looked at what happened in that case.
Okay.
Um, Another one where the winner has already been determined was Outstanding Talk Series, in which Red Table Talk, Facebook Watch Red Table Talk, won the award.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, it managed to get out of an entanglement
Yes, it
and win.
did. Yes, it did.
Or maybe it rode the wave of an entanglement and to an award. Words I'll never say again in my whole life. Another winner is Steve Harvey. Um, Outstanding reality program, reality competition, or game show. Mr.
Okay.
Harvey won that award for Celebrity Family Feud. In the
Okay.
category you shouldn't have, but that's what happened. And speaking of verses, we talked about verses already. Verses won in this category for outstanding variety show,
Nice. Nice. I'm
which is
happy
which is
for that.
amazing, because that award, its network was officially Apple Music.
Exactly. Exactly. Did we cover outstanding motion picture?
We did not cover outstanding motion picture. Who's nominated, Val?
Okay, well swing on over, and I'm going to say Jingle Jangle: A Christmas Journey was nominated. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was nominated. One Night in Miami, The Five Bloods, and Bad Boys for Life.
What?
Hmm.
Huh? What?
Bad Boys
Huh?
for Life was nominated
For what?
for
I misunderstood. I thought you were saying
outs
outstanding like film,
motion picture.
motion picture.
Things in motion. Motion picture.
You said, but then you said Bad Boys for Life, and I'm like for real?
Yeah, it was nominated. Um, we should just give this to One Night in Miami.
Okay.
And
Because Regina's gonna be there, right?
because Regina's gonna be there, and she should
Because
get
she's out
directing.
for intent. She's up for Entertainer of the Year. So
Yes, get Entertainer of the Year, get the one night in
trying to
Miami,
put.
and yeah, I'm just rooting for that. I am very happy with Jingle Jangle. That was a pleasant movie to watch during Christmas time. It uplifted me. I felt happier after watching it. It was good seeing Felicia Rashad kind of being a narrator and mama role still, but just I um oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the filmmaker's name because he's done some David E. Talbert. He's done some okay films, but I feel like this one he stepped into it, and it was. I'm very glad that this was nominated and recognized. And then Marley's Black Bottom. I'm glad it's in this category. George C. Wolfe. I don't know if he was nominated for directing, but
We'll tell you in a second.
well, okay. Yeah, but all I'm saying is that these are the two films that were slightly ignored. Um,
Slightly.
I think that's the nicest way I could say it.
No,
Was largely
they were
ignored.
snubbed. They were snubbed. It's like they
They were
didn't
snubbed.
exist.
Hmm.
They randomly appeared. Oh, there's an
Yeah,
actor in it we like.
yeah,
Everybody else is non-existent. Look, hey, NAACP Awards, y'all gotta stop with this Bad Boys for Life stuff. Look, I know people enjoyed it, and it was entertaining,
it
but
was.
it was not one of the best movies of the year. Like this is why the Black People Awards keep having the problem it has. The Black People Awards. The Black People Awards. These awards for Black people. They the Black People Awards. That's the problem. You can't put Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and Bad Boys for Life together. Just because you used to remember going into Blockbuster and you could get one or the other. I don't know. I'm gonna get this one. Is it available? Oh, it's all out. Well, I'll rent the other one, I guess. That's not how things work. Okay?
Yeah,
Sorry. They
yeah,
Black people in with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in it. That's great. Does this mean that Coming to America, the sequel next year, will sweep the 53rd annual NAACP Awards? Is that what's going to happen?
I hope not. I hope not. I really, really
Because
hope not.
we got Eddie Murphy in Arsenio Hall. I don't know what to do. Come on,
Yeah.
come
So
on.
I don't know where this nomination came from for that
Don't put
particular.
Regina Hall, George C. Wolfe, and Michael Bay in the same category.
You mean Regina King?
Regina
Yeah.
King, George C. Wolfe,
C. Wolf.
and Michael Bay. One of these things is not like the other. No, please don't do that. All right, let's move on. Outstanding actor in a motion picture. You have Anthony Mackie in The Banker, which 5 Black people saw last year.
I was one of the
Chadwick,
five. I was one of the five.
and that's why it's interludes with Valarie Johnson, because Valarie Johnson saw The Banker,
I
and like
did.
5 other people I know on Facebook. Um, Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom,
Hmm.
and stop. He wins. Let's move on.
Wow. But who else was nominated?
Outstanding act.
Honestly.
It doesn't matter. It does.
Wow. It
Remember the
doesn't
rock?
matter.
Remember the sound of rock? It doesn't matter. It doesn't. God bless
Okay.
him. Delroy did the job of his life. Unfortunately, he did it the same year that Chadwick did Ma Rainey. Sorry. Maybe they should have waited to put it out. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
And then there was Jingle Jangle with Forrest, and then Will Smith is in this category. Okay.
Let's keep it
Outstanding
moving.
actress. That's what I thought. Outstanding
Okay.
actress in the motion picture. Okay. I'll give you this one. I'll just mention the names here. Issa Rae for The Photograph.
Mm-hmm.
Janelle Monáe for Antebellum.
Mm-hmm.
Maudine Mills for Jingle Jangle.
She did a great job, young actress.
Tracy Ellis Ross for The High Note.
Oh, I love that
And
movie.
Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah. Um.
Valarie.
And so the winner is Viola Davis for Marley's Black Bottom. I love the high note. but I don't know if it would be outstanding in this regard. Antebellum, Janelle Monáe, excellent actress. Um, More nominees did not come from this particular film, so I don't really know. And then the new Jack, Madeline Mills. She did a great job in Jingle Jangle. And she's a young actress. She will be nominated again, I feel like. And then there's Issa Rae in The Photograph, which I enjoyed the film. It was one of the last films I saw before COVID shut us down. I saw it in the theaters before COVID shut us down. But this is going to Viola. This is without any question. It's going to Viola.
Yes, yes, it is. So here's a category. I'm going to give you the nominees, and I'm going to ask you what's missing. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Because of your knowledge of film and the films that came out last year, I want you to
Okay.
tell me what's missing. Okay.
All right.
We're gonna test our host. She's so knowledgeable. She's so smart. She really is. She really is. I mean, you guys see that. So, outstanding supporting actor in a motion picture. You have Aldous Hodge, One Night in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
He's the gentleman that plays Jim Brown. He's
Okay.
also the guy on that Showtime show with Kevin Bacon too. He's coming back.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Chadwick Boseman for The Five Bloods.
Uh-huh.
Clark Peters for The Five Bloods.
Oh.
Coleman Domingo, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Right.
Glenn Turman, Mr. When the
Mhm.
last Mr. Aretha Franklin for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Yeah.
That's it?
That's it. It's
That's it.
5. I went up to 5, number 5. But something is missing here.
Where's Delroy Lindo?
Well, he was up for Best Actor for The Five Bloods.
Oh. Okay. Leslie Odom Jr. is missing from One Night in Miami.
He is. He is missing here.
Oh, but he's on
Click.
the Oscar roster for.
He is. He is. So he is not up for Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture, but he is up for the Oscar, along with some other African American actors who are not nominated in this category for the NAACP, which tells you that there are oftentimes quirks, and I hope that this is a quirk in terms of when things are eligible, because sometimes that happens.
Right.
It happens a lot in music. In music, it used to happen all the time with the Grammys. It drove me crazy. But then once you notice what's missing in this category, you then realize it's missing in all the other categories too. It's a certain movie that was set in the city of Chicago historically and had to do with a terrible, terrible assassination.
Oh my gosh. Judas and the Black Messiah is nowhere to be seen in this.
I ain't over there. It's not over there. It's not over there. Is it under here? No. Is it at the bottom? I don't know. Maybe it's at the bottom of this glass. Let's find out.
You said it's not at the bottom of the glass, Michael. No.
It wasn't at the bottom of the glass either.
Nothing.
Well, now.
Wait a minute. There are no nominees for Judas and the Black Messiah?
No. I don't see any. I haven't seen any. If I would see it, it would certainly be in this category.
Nobody from. It's all Bloods and Black Bottoms.
Bloods and Black Bottoms for you this year's NAACP Film Awards.
Okay.
Boy, the Crips,
It's a quirk.
Gotta be mad.
It's got to be a quirk, and it might have been a eligibility. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Oh boy, I hope so. So, those of you who full time write in entertainment, this is the story I want to know. Where is it? Where it go? where it be at, cause it don't be here, cause I don't see it here. Okay,
And
so
and my
any of these
and
gentlemen could win this award, and that would be fine. I would prefer it to be someone who's not Chadwick Boseman, since he's already going to get one award.
mhm.
Um, so, Mr.
Yeah.
Hodge or Jim Brown?
You know what I
I don't
think
know.
and you know what I would like either Clark Peters or Glenn Turman to win. Clark Peters did a great job in The
He
Five
did.
Bloods, and I
It's
liked
important character.
his important character, kind of level headed,
Hmm.
kind of kept things calm, and
Yeah.
then Glenn Turman was kind of uh, very similar role, but I think he plays music, so that was actually Glenn playing because he was the piano character, people that play the piano for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. So when you when you take on the role of a musician and you learn the instrument that that character is playing, that's a wonderful way to honor that. So I see you refilled your glass. Clark Peters or Glenn Turman? That's my
Okay.
final answers.
All right. Outstanding supporting actress in a motion picture. Anika Noni Rose for Jingle Jangle.
Yay!
Gabourey Sidibe for Antebellum.
Yeah, nice.
Nia Long for The Banker.
Mm-hmm.
The Debbie Allen's sister for
Felicia
Jingle Jangle.
Rashad. That'd be Felicia Rashad.
Okay. Well, you know the Allen family, so I know you know that.
I
Taylor
don't.
Page for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yes, but not that interesting.
Not that interesting, but
But interesting.
I believe the NAACP is probably going to go in the direction of image. So it could be between, if they wanted to give a wink and a nod to Jingle Jangle, it would either go to Anika Noni Rose or Felicia Rashad. If they were going in the direction of, hey, we want to do something, we want to, go in a different direction, they could give it to Nia for The Banker, but I feel like she was kind of forgettable in The Banker. She was a supportive actor. She was a supporting actor in that film, and there, but you know, I feel like it's Anika Noni Rose or Felicia Rashad for Jingle Jangle. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, that's
Okay.
my
No
final
worries.
answer.
No worries.
Mhm.
Final answer. Dun, dun, dun. Ding. I think you might be correct. I think you may be
Mhm.
correct.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just mention a couple things. Some other categories that won't make the show likely. John Lewis, Good Trouble, was the winner of the Outstanding Documentary Film.
Yay!
Outstanding Documentary was the thing that most of us spent our COVID time watching, which was The Last Dance.
That's right. About the Bulls.
This the Bulls. In the writing categories, outstanding writing in the comedy series went to Michael Cole for I May Destroy You, one of the episodes, Ego Death, which is pretty
That's pretty brilliant. That was a scary
effective.
episode.
Um, Outstanding writing in the television, uh, Jerry Cole for outstanding writing in a television movie or special won for The Power of We, a Sesame Street special.
Oh, the kids. Something for the kids.
And one of my favorite movies, at
Hmm.
least the actress and writer connected to it got an award. That was Rada Blank. This is for outstanding writing in a motion picture. She won for the 40-year-old version.
I haven't seen that. I heard that was very good. I heard that was very
It
good.
is. It's very
Mm.
good. It's quite funny. It's about a performer who turns 40, woman, black,
Mm.
and has to try to find something to do. Oh goodness. Outstanding directing in a motion picture went to Gina Prince by the Wood for The Old Guard.
Interesting. Our love and basketball director won for that because
Yes.
Scary enough, The Old Guard, I did not know that she directed it. I was interested in the story. I was interested in everything. And then when I found out, I was like, she handled action very well. It was a
Definitely.
good moving, quick moving story, all of that. So she won for best direction.
And the movie sets itself up for a sequel too, in a
Very
really
much
nice
so. I'll
way.
be interested in that as well.
If there is a sequel,
Mm-hmm.
and just to round out, because we not only watch things, we're also, readers. We know how to
We
read.
can read. I know how to read.
President, I can read,
I can
mama.
read. I can read.
Outstanding literary work nonfiction went to Barack Obama, A Promised Land, which is, I don't know if you can see it way up in the corner over there.
I see it.
That's a thick book. So it did win.
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding. I'm gonna skip that one. Here we go. Outstanding. Let's do that one. Outstanding literary work for youth.
Oh,
Teens
youth.
went to Before the Ever After by Jacqueline Woodson. Who was
Okay.
somebody, if you're in that genre, if you have folks in that genre, she's a good writer. This is a great writer to turn to. And this has been our show on the 2020 NAACP Image Awards, which will be running around the same time as the Tina Turner documentary, but that'll be on
Mm-hmm.
HBO Max, and you'll be able to see that whenever you want to. And that should be good too. But this will be live, at least the first time, on CBS and BET.
So the
Uh,
Yeah,
mhm.
so the 52nd annual NAACP Awards, Image Awards, will air on BET and CBS simultaneously at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. That will be live and it will be virtual. Parts of it, I mean, definitely will be
Five
virtual.
o'clock Pacific.
5 o'clock Pacific. And guys, come back to the page or come back and let us know what you think. We'll probably talk about people who won or whatever later, but I will be checking it out. The Tina Turner documentary, it's on HBO Max, the app. So you can definitely, if you're not watching that at the same time, you can definitely see it a little bit later. That's a great thing about streaming services. Mr. Wamble, who are you?
I am not Valarie Johnson, though this is Interludes with Valarie Johnson.
And I'm Valarie Johnson, and this is Interludes. Thank you so much for joining us for our Interludes Extra about the 52nd annual NAACP Image Awards. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. I'm Val Johnson. Thank you so much for joining me for Interludes Extra. Please like and subscribe to Interludes, our YouTube channel. I'm Val Johnson. Take care.